Hi, Masterminds. Hope you're really well. Welcome to today's Monday market update. I have a new laptop today, so I'm just trying to get everything sorted and feel my way around going back to Mac from Windows, which is actually really, really nice so far. But as you can see, I don't have any of the backgrounds that I normally have. So yes, that is where I'm at the moment. But I think if you haven't already, please listen to my audio recording that I posted into the Trading Hub channel. I thought that was a pretty good summary of where I see the market being at, and I think it's just playing out as my thesis is kind of rolling. So I think I'll go to Bitcoin chart now. I think the pathway here for Bitcoin is pretty straightforward. There's a lot of weakness here. This rising channel in Bitcoin leading into Christmas has broken down, and we've seen acceptance now beneath it. So it's closed a few times beneath this channel support, retested it as resistance, and we're now, floating down. We're going to have to find a place where we're going to stop, prop, and move from there. If we go up to the weekly chart, though, gives it a little bit more clarity. And I think in my audio recording, I made mention that I reckon the 10 EMA on the weekly is going to be like a magnet here. I think she potentially wants to tag it, which would be at 90,000. So it has moved up. It was about 89,500. I think we tag this level. And once that happens, I think the market stabilizes. And my feel here is that we get a rally, or the market begins to stabilize and pick up after Christmas. So once Santa's come down the chimney, I think after that point, because everyone's closed up shop, everyone's preparing for the holidays and going away. So traders and investment funds, they close their books, they take their profits and they walk away until later on in the year. But once Christmas is done, generally you do see a bit of a Santa rally because you've got a lot of attention freed up. There's people talking about crypto over the holidays. There's some cash on the sidelines ready to go, and they're going into meme coins and whatnot. And I think things are kind of set up for that, which is really nice. So Bitcoin is going to do what Bitcoin does, potentially coming back down to the 90s. But the altcoins is where everyone's attention will be focused. And I noticed this morning that I reckon, like, as good as this chart looks for Bitcoin dominance, we could and this is on the weekly, we could very well see this come, a bit higher and go back to 60, sure. But this is set up really nicely for a higher low situation. So we've got the high up here, and this is beginning to form that higher low, before we begin to move down and create a lower low. So that would mean that altcoins could really see a really strong, movement here into January, which I think tracks. So it's all about Bitcoin here, obviously. If we can move down to some of these lower levels of support and just stabilize, I think altcoins are going to have a really good time of it. Because as we've seen, if we go to CoinGlass funding rates, let's just bring that up. The broad altcoin market looks bloody beautiful. A lot of the speculation, a lot of the froth has been completely eviscerated from the market. It's kind of like cleared the decks, blank slate. So what we've seen over the last, 48, 72 hours, a little bit longer than that, with the market moving, lower, that's all organic sellers from algorithms and whatnot, profit taking across the board, a general de-risking. Altcoins have been smashed so hard over the head that, any level of renewed interest, I think we go up, and I think altcoins can really rebound really hard here, especially if we get a bit more love after Christmas. Again, Bitcoin really trying to push here for the lower 90s, again, which is great. I think if we do it now, we could have a really nice little patch after Christmas. That's the gut feel anyway. But be open to any possibility. But Bitcoin dominance is very interesting here. If Bitcoin dominance continues higher, then I don't really like alts. But if we can have this lower high scenario play out, then I think we're quite good. Oh wow, Ethereum on the weekly absolutely smashed back down. That looks terrible. Okay, interesting. So some of these major alts, I just want to go down to something like a Sui, which had a really nice rebound. Sui's now coming into this interesting area around the 50 on the RSI. I would love to see it stabilize here, and then it can actually rebound quite hard. Again, a lot of these altcoins have felt it really hard in terms of that derivative flush, but also momentum. It's had a really nice reset, again, across the board. Let's have a look at some of the bigger ones. Like Solana, in terms of a risk reward here, it's just, are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? The massive consolidation, wedge, breakup, retest, of that breakout here. 0.786, hovering around that level. Daily RSI, almost ducking into oversold. We haven't seen this level since.